Imagine working with someone, secretly having a crush on them, and only finding out 20 years later that they felt the same way. That's exactly what happened between Sandra Bullock and Keanu Reeves while filming the legendary action movie Speed. For decades, fans thought they were just great co-stars, but the truth behind their friendship surprised everyone. Today, we're revealing the sweet Hollywood story of two stars who secretly liked each other, yet never said a word. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you never miss an update. Now, let's dive into what really happened. What if two of Hollywood's most beloved stars secretly had crushes on each other, but never told each other for years? It may sound like the storyline of a romantic movie, but this surprising moment actually happened in real life between Sandra Bullock and Keanu Reeves. Today, millions of fans around the world admire them as two of the kindest and most respected actors in Hollywood. Both have built incredible careers and are known not only for their talent but also for their humility and positive reputation in the industry. But long before fans knew their full story, something special was quietly developing between them. Their journey together began in 1994 while filming the action blockbuster Speed. At the time, Sandra Bullock was becoming one of Hollywood's fastest rising stars, gaining attention for her natural charm and acting talent. Meanwhile, Keanu Reeves had already captured audiences with his performances in films like Point Break and was quickly becoming one of the most recognizable faces in action movies. When Sandra and Keanu first met on the set of Speed, their connection felt natural. The film required them to share intense scenes, exciting action sequences, and emotional conversations. Their on-screen chemistry was so strong that audiences instantly loved their partnership. However, what many fans didn't realize was that their bond went beyond just acting. Behind the cameras, Sandra and Keanu formed a genuine friendship. During breaks between filming, they would talk, joke, and support each other through the demanding production schedule. Their conversations were relaxed and full of laughter, creating a comfortable atmosphere on set. But here's the truly surprising part. While building this friendship, both Sandra Bullock and Keanu Reeves quietly developed crushes on each other. Each of them admired the other's personality, kindness, and professionalism. Yet neither of them ever said anything. For years, this sweet and unexpected secret remained completely unknown, even to them. Working together on the action film Speed became one of the most memorable experiences in the careers of Sandra Bullock and Keanu Reeves. When the movie was released in 1994, it quickly turned into a huge global success. Audiences loved the thrilling story, the fast-paced action, and especially the incredible chemistry between the two lead actors. The success of Speed helped transform Sandra Bullock into one of Hollywood's biggest stars almost overnight. Her performance was praised by critics and fans alike, and her natural charm made her one of the most popular actresses of the decade. At the same time, Keanu Reeves further strengthened his reputation as a leading action hero, building on the popularity he had already gained from earlier films like Point Break. But while the world was celebrating the success of the film, something quieter and more personal was developing behind the scenes. During filming, Sandra and Keanu formed a friendship that felt genuine and comfortable. They spent long hours on set together, working through demanding scenes and complex action sequences. In between takes, they often joked around, talked about life, and supported each other during the long production days. Years later, Sandra Bullock shared in interviews that she had actually developed a crush on Keanu Reeves during the filming. She admired his personality and often spoke about how kind, respectful, and humble he was. Unlike many celebrities who enjoy attention, Keanu had a calm and thoughtful nature that made him stand out. Sandra even mentioned that sometimes it was difficult for her to stay serious during certain scenes because Keanu's quiet humor would make her laugh. However, she chose to keep those feelings private. She didn't want to risk changing their friendship or making things uncomfortable on set. What makes the story even more surprising is that Keanu Reeves had his own secret at the time. He also had a crush on Sandra Bullock. But just like Sandra, he never shared those feelings. Two people, both quietly admiring each other, yet both too respectful and shy to say it out loud. Sometimes, real life can create stories that feel even more surprising than the movies themselves. For many years, fans simply saw Sandra Bullock and Keanu Reeves as close friends and former co-stars. After their unforgettable partnership in the action film Speed, they occasionally appeared together at interviews, award events, and Hollywood gatherings. Every time they were seen together, their natural chemistry was obvious. They laughed easily, spoke warmly about each other, and showed a level of comfort that fans rarely see between celebrities. Because of that, many fans often wondered if there had ever been something more than friendship between them. However, for decades, the real story remained a mystery. Neither Sandra nor Keanu ever publicly talked about their past feelings during the filming of Speed. As the years passed, both actors focused on their careers, starring in many successful films and becoming even more respected in Hollywood. Then, many years later, something unexpected happened that surprised fans around the world. In 2018, Sandra Bullock appeared on the popular talk show The Ellen DeGeneres Show. During the conversation, the host asked her about her experience working with Keanu Reeves in Speed. While talking about those memories, Sandra shared a surprising confession. She revealed that during the filming of Speed, she had actually developed a crush on Keanu Reeves. The audience reacted with excitement and laughter, and the moment quickly spread across the internet. Fans everywhere began imagining what their story might have been like if they had both known about each other's feelings at the time. But the story became even more surprising soon after. Not long later, Keanu Reeves also appeared on The Ellen DeGeneres Show. During the interview, Ellen told him about Sandra's confession. Keanu smiled warmly and responded with an unexpected revelation. He admitted that he had also had a crush on Sandra Bullock during the same time. For a brief moment, even the host looked surprised by the coincidence. Two major Hollywood stars, both secretly liking each other, yet neither of them realizing it for more than 20 years. Fans around the world were amazed by the story, proving that sometimes the most surprising moments in Hollywood come from simple, honest memories. When fans first learned that Sandra Bullock and Keanu Reeves secretly liked each other during the filming of Speed, one big question immediately came to mind. If they had feelings for each other, why didn't anything ever happen? The answer lies in their professionalism, respect, and genuine friendship. Qualities that have made both actors so admired in Hollywood. Keanu Reeves explained that while working on Speed, both he and Sandra were completely focused on their careers. The film was demanding, filled with action sequences and emotional scenes, and they wanted to give their best performances without any distractions. More importantly, Keanu emphasized that he deeply respected Sandra. He didn't want to risk making their working relationship awkward or uncomfortable, and he valued the trust and harmony they had on set. Sandra Bullock shared a similar perspective. She said that she always felt completely safe and comfortable around Keanu, which was rare in the high-pressure world of Hollywood. Rather than rushing into a romantic relationship, she decided it was more important to nurture the friendship they had built. Their connection was genuine, supportive, and free from the drama that often accompanies celebrity relationships. In a world where Hollywood romances often rise and fall quickly, the bond between Sandra and Keanu remained steady. Their friendship became a shining example of trust, mutual respect, and admiration. Even decades later, whenever they appear together in interviews, public events, or casual reunions, the warmth and ease between them is clear. Fans can see the love and care in their interactions, even if it's not romantic. Sometimes the most beautiful relationships aren't defined by romance. In the case of Sandra Bullock and Keanu Reeves, it's a timeless friendship. One built on respect, understanding, and shared experiences that continues to inspire fans worldwide. Their story reminds us that deep connections can last a lifetime, even without love in the romantic sense. Even years after their first film together, the story of Sandra Bullock and Keanu Reeves continues to captivate fans around the world. What makes this story so special isn't just the fact that both stars secretly liked each other, but how they handled those feelings with maturity, respect, and care. When Sandra revealed in interviews that she had a crush on Keanu during the filming of Speed, and Keanu later admitted he felt the same way, fans couldn't help but smile. It felt real, human, and relatable, a glimpse into a side of Hollywood that isn't always shown. For many, their story feels like a romantic movie that never actually happened, yet it leaves an emotional impact far stronger than a scripted scene. Perhaps what makes their story even more remarkable is what didn't happen. Their connection didn't turn into a dramatic or complicated Hollywood romance. Instead, it stayed pure, respectful, and meaningful. They chose friendship, understanding, and mutual support over impulsive decisions, creating a bond that has lasted decades. Both actors have gone on to have remarkable careers while maintaining the qualities that made them stand out in the first place. Keanu Reeves is celebrated not just for his acting but for his kindness, humility, and generosity, while Sandra Bullock is loved for her talent, sense of humor, and authenticity. Their professional success never overshadowed the genuine friendship they shared. Even today, whenever fans see Sandra and Keanu together, whether at interviews, award shows, or public events, it sparks curiosity and admiration. People can't help but imagine what could have been, yet the real beauty of their story lies not in romance but in timing, respect, and a rare, enduring friendship. Sometimes, these real-life stories, full of sincerity and heart, are even more moving than the movies themselves. This timeless friendship continues to inspire fans, reminding us that some bonds are truly priceless.